Welcome to Jowa Kirogo Associates. My name is CPA-K Kirogo. Today I want us to talk about Zero Rated VAT and Exempt VAT under the VAT Act 2013. This is quite a debatable thing to the public, and in fact there is a thin line in the definition of Zero Rated VAT and Exempt VAT on layman language. But professionally, there is quite a very big difference between these two, and this is why I want us to really understand what do you mean when you talk about zero-rated VAT, and what do you mean when you talk about exempt VAT. So, zero-rated VAT are goods and services that are taxable, but at the rate of 0% on the VAT rate. We know that the standard VAT rate is 16% in Kenya. So, goods which are taxable at 0% rate, those are defined as zero-rated VAT. One of the best example is maybe bread. That one is very known in Kenya. And what is the implication? The business still charge VAT at 0%, and then they can claim input VAT. So you know when we are filing or declaring the VAT payable or refundable by the government, you will get the output VAT less the input VAT, that is sales on the VAT less the purchase on VAT. So you'll still file the return, but you can claim maybe all the cost that you incurred in for example, if I give an example of the manufacture of breads, like the companies that manufacture bread, they're able to file the VAT and claim all the input costs, that maybe packaging of that material, the wheat flour, purchase of wheat flour. If they're charged of VAT, they're able to claim from the government that input VAT. That's what we mean. And it's often used to support essential goods, maybe bread and or others. So, what do you mean when you talk about exempt VAT? Exempt VAT are not subjected to VAT at all. One of the key example is supply of maybe defense forces items. Some of the items you'll see some of the examples, and also medical supplies of some of the items, not all of them, they are exempt. And this means that you are not supposed to register for VAT. If you are on exempt VAT, you are not supposed to register for VAT. And this one I really want to emphasize, because I know even some of the accountants make a mistake by registering maybe a taxpayer on VAT when they are on exempt, and maybe claiming that input VAT. That one is not supposed to be done. And what are the implications that what I've said, that no VAT is supposed to be charged, and businesses cannot claim for this VAT. So if you are on exempt VAT, there is no need of even registering for this VAT. So we have seen in the recent past that the government is really trying to move from zero-rated to exempt supplies, and the introduction of under the finance acts that are ongoing maybe in the recent past. And why does the government want to move from the zero-rated on these supplies which are zero-rated? Because this one is a loss to the government, because I've said that we claim the input VAT from the government as a refund on the VAT. And also it is quite expensive or complexity in terms of administration of the refund of these the VATs. And an example I can give is the one that we had given earlier. Though this one was not moving from zero-rated to exempt, it was moving from zero-rated to 16%. This was Finance Bill 2024. We saw the approval on the introduction of removal of bread from zero-rated to 16%, and this was one of the reasons that there was quite a big approval, and the Finance Bill 2024 was able to be rejected. But this one was the proposal was to move it from zero-rated to 16%. And Finance Bill 2025, we saw a lot of items which I want us maybe to give an example, just a few examples here. On the proposals we are given to move from zero-rated to exempt VAT, and if I give 2-3 examples, is the first one is like transportation of sugarcane from farms to milling factories. This was a proposal to move it from zero-rated to exempt supplies. The second one was the supply of local assembly and manufactured mobile phones. There was a proposal under Finance Bill 2025 to move it from zero-rated to exempt, and also supply of motorcycles, supply of electrical bicycles, supply of solar and lithium-ion batteries. These all were categorized and removed them from zero-rated to exempt. And maybe a last example, there are quite a lot. Maybe a last example I can give is supply of electric buses. There was a proposal to remove it from zero-rated to exempt supplies. And I've said that the reason why the government is working so hard to remove the zero-rated supplies to exempt or even to see whether they can be charged at the standard rate of 16%, is to make sure that they are not paying a lot of losses on the government, and also to expand the tax base. So for more information about this topic that we discussed, or any other discussion about the VAT or any tax education that you may need, kindly contact us through the platform that have been provided down here, and our website, our emails and all that. Kindly contact us, and we are going to provide more information about all these topics. Thank you very much.